Hi, this is Phil, and I'm here to tell you all about the Capes and Lunatics Patreon. Get early access to all of our interviews, including the monthly Chichester chats with writer and comic book legend D.G. Chichester, new episodes of classic Capes and Lunatics shows, including The Quantum Zone, This, That, or the Third, and many, many more specials, all completely uncensored. Access starts for $3 a month, full video when you pledge $5 a month. Check out the link in our show notes or go to patreon.com/CapesandLunatics. Hope to see you there. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. It's been a little bit. Welcome back to One World Under Doom, the Dr. Doom podcast. That's right. Kneel before the master. That's right. Kneel before Doom. Hi, I'm Phil. Joining me, as always, His Highness's favorite owl. It is.
That's right. Justin the Owl, the Royal Owl of Latveria himself.
Nice.
And Russell can't join us for this episode, but
that's
hopefully
right.
He'll be joining us for the next one.
Yes. And some Energon Universe stuff, maybe.
Yes. That will be coming. Yeah, well, for fans of that show, we're happy to announce that we have a few episodes of those planned for the new year.
Yep. Maybe cover like the Scarlet and Destro series to wrap those up. Got a new G.I. Joe series going. Of course,
yes.
Transformers is still going on.
Yep. Void Rivals.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
And I'd like to do a few more episodes of this show as well. In 2025, I'd like to do. I was thinking about that this week. I'd like to do at least 2 episodes of Doom 2099.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Maybe do a couple of those, and maybe 2 or 3 others throughout the year, just randomly.
The Doom 2099. Is there an omnibus or something coming out? We should find out when that is. Maybe do it somewhere around there.
I think I saw that. Yeah, that was announced. I don't know if it's out yet, but I was really excited about that because more people need to read that series. It is a gem.
Oh, yeah. And then that way, yeah, maybe if we do it around the one after the omnibus comes out. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I'd definitely be up for that. But I remember you picked the comic that we're covering tonight. A while back when we originally discussed this. Back when we originally discussed Doomcember for Marvel Tales, you had picked this.
Yes.
As part of Doomcember, which we changed a few months ago. So I'm glad we can still finally cover it in a roundabout way.
Exactly. And again, I picked it because it's a holiday issue and Doom's in here. So, yeah. So we kind of get kill 2 birds with 1 stone here.
Yeah. And it's one of my personal favorite eras of Fantastic Four. I love this creative team of Tom DeFalco and Paul Ryan. I think that solid gold through the whole thing.
Yes. I'm sorry, on this show it should be we killed 2 accursed Richards with 1 stone.
Yeah, exactly. Cursed Richards.
All right. Oh no, should we get into this one? And
yeah.
All right.
I don't think we have any Doom news to cover other than
not yet.
Other than what he's been doing in the current Marvel stuff has been interesting.
Yes. He's the Sorcerer Supreme. Yeah, so yeah, we're as of this recording, kids, we're 2 issues into 8 Deaths of Spider-Man, which yes, very Doom sent Doom's behind it, yes.
Yeah. He's in it to win it. Oh. And hasn't he assembled his own Avengers team as well? I could have sworn I saw something about that.
I think that's coming, not yet, but I think it is coming.
Oh, that's not out yet.
Yeah, okay, yeah. He hasn't been doing a lot. He's been scheming behind. I don't know if the whole really kicks off until was it February maybe? But yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So they're building it up. Yeah.
Yeah. Right now he's basically just throwing Spider-Man into the whole 8 Deaths thing. So.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So. Get the cover, get the synopsis here.
Yeah, we have a great cover too.
Oh yeah, because that's also Paul Ryan, right?
Yeah, definitely.
I opened it. Okay, there we go. All right, kids. So yeah, we're gonna cover Fantastic Four 361.
Face the menace of Dr. Doom.
He's about to take over Yancy Street. All right, so. Alright, here we go. Open. Alright, kids, so Fantastic Four 361 from February 1992. Well, cover date's February 1992, so this should have been out right in December. Miracle on Yancy Street. Writer Tom DeFalco, penciler Paul Ryan, inker Danny Belandi, colorist Christy Sheely, letterer Bill Oakley, and editor Ralph Macchio. Following his battle against Dreadface, the Thing has broken his arm, forcing Reed to reset the broken limb and set it in a specially constructed cast. With the plaster cast, and they say it was more like concrete.
For him, it would have to be.
Johnny uses his flame powers to harden it. Not long after, Ben is informed by Roberta, the Fantastic Four's robot receptionist, that there is someone here to see him. It turns out to be his old childhood friend, William Sokolowski, who Ben grew up with on Yancy Street. Ben is happy to see his friend from the old neighborhood, and they go out to a bar to have a few drinks and catch up. At the bar, William gets down to business and asks Ben's help trying to find his son Jimmy, who William believes has been getting into drugs, right at a period of time where drug addicts on Yancy Street have been going missing. He tells Ben that he came to him for help in the hopes that the Thing, given that he grew up on Yancy Street and went on to be somebody, could find his son and convince him to steer clear and remain in the straight and narrow. After hearing the appeal of his old childhood friend, Ben agrees to try and help in any way he can. Meanwhile, on Yancy Street, a young drug delivery boy becomes aware of a strange man following him and is convinced that he is either a narc or a thief. The boy is then surrounded by two identical men in an alleyway and kidnapped. This kidnapping is witnessed by a young man watching from the rooftops. Seeing this abduction take place, he pulls out some drumsticks and begins drumming on the metal rooftop. Because he's calling for help. Back at Fort Freedom's Plaza, Johnny finds a present that he had bought, quote-unquote, Alicia for Christmas, a new pantsuit. He then realizes that he bought it for the woman posing as Alicia, a Skrull named Elijah who had seemingly died helping them rescue the real Alicia. Merry Christmas, dear. Here's your Hillary Clinton cosplay. Come on, Johnny. Although, I mean, I guess since he eventually gives it to the real Alicia, it would have been a lot more uncomfortable if it'd been like, oh, here's some laundry. Here you go, thanks.
Yeah. Model this on for me, honey.
Oh, my. Well, again, Alicia's freaking out in this issue, and I don't blame her.
Yeah, she is. Yeah, she's not having a good time. It's totally understandable.
And I mean, there's damage on both sides. I mean, Johnny's basically been getting raped for, since like issue 265 almost. And
for years, practically. Yeah.
And now, she's, Elijah, lived Alicia's life for how long? And Alicia's going to be like, oh, God, Johnny knows what it's like, see me naked and everything. Oh, God.
Yeah.
Johnny decides that he's going to try and give the gift to Alicia anyway. He changes his mind when he happens to overhear Sue and Alicia talking about her abduction. When he hears Alicia lament about how Elijah hijacked her life and tricked Johnny into marrying her, and later telling Sue to dispose of all the possessions her imposter accumulated in her absence, a heartbroken Johnny dumps the package in the garbage. Rounding the corner, Johnny comes across young Franklin, who is struggling with a package of Christmas decorations. When seeing what's up with his nephew, he learns that Franklin is trying to set up the Christmas decorations because everyone's sad because Johnny and Alicia won't be married and Uncle Ben broke his arm. Seeing his nephew in tears, Johnny hugs him and tells young Franklin that they're going to have the best Christmas they can manage. Oh, Lord. This sounds like quite the Christmas. My uncle went get married and my other uncle broke his arm.
Yeah. Stop fighting over that last pack of smokes.
Look, we got the tinfoil star for a tree.
Tell the dog to stop drinking out of the water bowl.
Howdy, y'all.
Seeing his nephew in tears, Johnny hugs him, tells young Franklin they're going to have the best Christmas they can manage. At that moment on Yancy Street, the Thing is searching for young Jimmy Sokolowski when suddenly he is struck by a snowball. Seeing a kid run into an alley, he follows after the child, but slips on a patch of ice and goes sprawling in the garbage. Recovering from the spill, Ben soon finds himself face to face with the current incarnation of the Yancy Street Gang. They introduce themselves to him: the intelligent African-American youth called Dictionary Dawson, the obese little Larry Lee, smooth-talking Hispanic Manny Merenguez, Mexican drumming enthusiast Rhythm Rios, Irish-born Grease Monkey Lugwrench Lebowski, and lastly, the scrappy young girl calling herself Two-Fisted Tommy Boy.
Oh, my.
Oh, just what you see in street gangs. Ethnic diversity.
Yeah.
And we have boys, we have a girl. Yeah.
Yes. So this is a true street gang of the early 90s.
I was going to say, early 90s. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Because, yes, all street gangs in the early 90s were very forward-thinking. Yes.
Yeah.
The youth are none too happy that the longtime enemy of the Yancy Street Gang is on their turf. But when Ben tells them that he is looking for Jimmy Sokolowski, they tell him what they know about his abduction and know the warehouse where he was taken. When Ben insists that he go alone, the Yancy Street Gang refuses and tags along despite his protests. And then they make a comment of like, yeah, we know Wimpy Newsboys. So first I was like, is this DeFalco's attempt at Newsboys? And then they say, wait, no, Wimpy Newsboys. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I like that because as you know, I'm not a fan. Newsboy Legion, boo. And also the Teen Brigade. Marvel already had the Teen Brigade. So boo to both of those.
Oh boy, I wish I had been able to get all new Venom #1 today, but of course, yes, Diamond had to screw a lot of the East Coast. But I guess they don't answer who the new Venom is in #1, but I guess one of the suspects is Rick Jones shows up.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's the new Venom. Okay.
Well, he's one of the suspects. You know, we're doing an old school. Who is that? Yeah, because I saw a preview image. Yeah, Rick walks in like a Marvel Comics T-shirt on.
Wow, Well, I can't see it being Rick. I just can't.
I mean, let's see. We've done Cosmic with Rick. We've done Hulk with Rick. We've done Captain America with Rick. Yeah, I guess Symbiote's the only thing he has. You know,
I guess
we're gonna crowbar him into the Spider family now, somewhat tangentially.
No, they could give him some cosmic rays.
No, Lord. Yeah, I mean,
adamantium suit
again. Just bond him with Genus already, which they kind of did, but then the last Captain Marvel series with Carol, they kind of undid that. And it's just
is Genus still alive?
Yes, he is. Well, he was dead after the Thunderbolts, like in the mid 2000s, but then they kind of did a clone thing and brought him back. Peter David brought him back. But then, who's it? Was it Alyssa Wong? Did a Carol Danvers series? It only lasted like 10 issues or so, but yeah, it kind of like effed up. Well, she kind of undid the bonding of Rick and Genus, and then kind of like, to save the day, Carol had to destroy the Nega Bands, so that did not make Genus happy.
Okay.
Again, they love to stomp on my favorite characters like Genus, Ben Reilly.
Yeah, what's the deal?
Again, I didn't get started.
Yeah. Oh, man.
All right, back to the kids.
Yes, back to the kids.
Breaking into the abandoned warehouse, they clash with the men who captured Jimmy, and Ben discovers that they are actually robots. I wonder where this is leading, kids.
Oh, my. Uh-oh.
Fighting through the robots, they find Jimmy on an examination table. When Ben gets close, he is suddenly blasted by his longtime foe, Dr. Doom.
Oh.
Doom explains that he has been experimenting on drug addicts to find a way to take away the addictive effects and withdrawal symptoms of drugs, rendering them useless. However, his experiments to date have proven to be fatal. When Doom attacks Ben, the Yancy Streeters try to fight back, but Doom's gauntlet blast send them fleeing. But this buys Ben time to recover and start fighting back, wrecking the warehouse in the process. Although Doom is protected by his force field and blasts Ben into submission, the damage has already been done, and any attempts by Doom to find a cure for drug addictions has been ruined. With his plans ruined, Dr. Doom decides to pay his leave, vowing to one day get his revenge against the Fantastic Four. Once again, Doom's ego, because it's like, if he'd come to Reed, I think the two of them could have maybe discovered a cure for drug addiction.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But nope.
Yeah.
Somebody's got to be petty.
I like that was the real miracle of Yancy Street, was that Dr. Doom was actually trying to do something good. He was trying to cure this kid's drug addiction.
Well, and it's one of those, like, again, you saw this too, like a lot in the late 80s, early 90s, where even the villain's like, even I would not
right. Yeah.
dabble in drugs.
Yeah.
Unless you're the king.
And he doesn't like attack the kids, like he doesn't. Yeah. He talks about that. He's like, I would never harm children.
Yeah, he's like, I don't war on children. Yeah.
Yeah. He allows them the privilege of aging and then becoming his devoted servants.
And then the thing, he's like, no, I don't. He's like, no, I don't want drug addicts. He's like, when I take over the world, I want able-minded subjects.
Yes. I love this part too. When he says that to the kids, then the thing hurls something at him. He goes, "Stop messing with the small fry tin drawers and face someone on your own power level."
Oh yeah.
And then Doom says, "I see no such adversary."
I love this dialogue in this. I know Ben's like, "Oh, I got a sense of humor all of a sudden."
Tom DeFalco writes one of the best Doctor Dooms ever. Just all of his dialogue is just so perfect. It's like like he's channeling the old classic Stan Lee Doctor Doom stuff.
And again,
good.
I know. And again, it's like if you're a good enough writer like DeFalco is, it's a base of like all you have to think is like, what's the smuggest shit I can think of someone saying? And yeah, Doom's going to say that.
Yes, and add a bunch of inflection onto it. Yeah, exactly. I see no such adversary. It's fantastic. Yeah, I love it. I love it.
I mean, I guess Ben gets cold, but it's always weird to see Ben in like full clothes, like a leather jacket.
I know, right? Yeah, he wears a lot of clothes throughout this run, this Tom DeFalco and Paul Ryan series. There's a lot of different looks for Ben that happen.
And this, I mean, just looking through this again, I mean, this is like classic Doom, because like when they first show up and Doom blasts Ben, he has like that like laser pistol or whatever. What he has like in the holster on his around his waist. Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't use that very much. But when he needs to make a grandiose entrance, then it's perfect.
And I love how Ben tries to like bring all that equipment down on Doom, when it's clobbering time, and then Doom just like turns on his force
field. A pity
field.
that your infantile war cry is not the equal of my personal force field. He blasts the hell out of Ben. That's the thing. I always love the fights between Ben and Doom because they're always interesting. I mean, it's an interesting dynamic between the two of them.
Yeah, because, that's the other thing. And Doom mentions, he's like, oh, and you once crushed my hand and stuff. I think that was back during the Stan era.
Yeah, that was a long time
That was like
ago.
issue 40 or something,
Yeah, he has this hatred for Reed, but with Ben, it's I don't know if it's abject hatred, but it's more like a disgust. Like he thinks that Ben is just trash, total absolute garbage of a human being, and the fact that such a low class person got these amazing powers through the cosmic rays, like he just can't abide that,
and has handed him a bunch of defeats. Yeah,
he just can't abide that this buffoon, that grew up on the streets, has this type of power. Like he finds that to be such an insult. So it's more like he views Ben with this kind of disgust. Like he can't believe that this guy even exists.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Because wasn't around 350? Like he's fighting Doom, and Doom mentions the whole thing about, him crushing his hand,
Yeah.
back in the Stand days, and like it had just happened, and Ben's like, wait a minute, has every Doom we fought since then been a robot? He's like, what the?
Yeah, that was the Walt Simonson one where they kind of retconned a whole bunch of shit. I don't know still if I'm a fan of that.
What?
Of the whole idea that everything between that
it can't be
Stan Lee and Kirby adventure and that Walt Simonson issue was a Doombot. Like I can't wrap my brain.
It can't be, because there was that storyline in the Byrne run where like Terax destroys his body, so he has to like jump his mind into another body.
Yeah. And Secret Wars, like you're telling me the Doom of Secret Wars was just a Doombot? Yeah, no, thank you.
And again, that was the whole thing, when the Beyonder put him back in his body. It's like the Beyonder would have known if that was a robot.
Yeah, yeah. It got to the point right around then where I got used to saying no thanks, Walt, because Walt Simonson did a lot of stuff like that, and I was just like, no thanks, Walt.
I mean, it's been a while since I read that, but I almost felt like it was a little left kind of vague, where it was like maybe some of those. I mean, of course, some of those appearances were robots, but I mean, I could see that where it's like after he gets his real body back, where it's like, maybe I don't want to risk my life, so casually. I got robots, right? Send that.
Yeah, make some more Doombots then. Yeah, upgrade them.
Yeah, because I mean, we'll get to next year. We're gonna get to the storyline where Ben loses his powers, like before this.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think it's 2 episodes. We're going to cover that whole Rogue Watcher thing.
Yes, Aaron, the Rogue Watcher. That's some good stuff.
Oh yeah, and I mean there are a bunch of Dream issues, but like that one with the war between Doom and Kristoff. Yes. Oh my God. Oh man, we should try to get Russell for that one. Yeah.
Yeah, I would love to get his viewpoint on that.
Because again, it's just like a dream, but it's like Doom and Kristoff fighting, and it's like they both have villains on each side.
Yeah, yes.
Well, including Joe Fixit.
Yeah. Yeah, I love that one so much.
But yeah, no, I mean, no matter what kind of punishment Doom hands out to Ben here, I mean, that at least that cast is still holding.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, I think it might start to crack by the end, but it's still holding.
Yeah. And he might be down. I mean, Doom just kind of casually walks away after he blasts him into near oblivion.
Well, it's so weird, though, too. Though I mean, I guess he figured Ben would know, but the thing I thought was weird because Doom's like, well, I'm not going to destroy you now because I see your arms in a cast, and, the only worthy defeats, when you're at full strength and stuff.
You must be at the zenith of your brutish physical prowess in order for me to fully savor your final defeat.
But then he walks away, and Ben's like, we better get out of here, because Doom don't love to leave evidence, and, of course, he blows up the building. But it's just like, if you don't want to kill him right now, why don't you say, I would get these children out of here, unless you want to be a troublemaker,
I know, that's a pretty broad assumption to make, right? Yeah.
And again, especially since Doom thinks Ben's an idiot.
Yeah, yeah. The other thing that I forgot about this, and I couldn't believe it, was on the next page after that, after the building blows up, they're back at the Baxter building. And they're decorating the Christmas tree. And Susan says to Alicia, I wish you could experience this tree, Alicia. It's so colorful, so cheerful. You're back 5 minutes after being, held in stasis by aliens for a bunch of years while one of them took your place. So let me be the first to welcome you back and say, damn, it sucks you're blind. I had forgot all about that. I thought, what, Sue?
hey, you're feeling low? Here, let me kick the knees out from under you.
Yeah, exactly.
You haven't hit the floor yet.
Let me curb stomp you while you're
bleeding out. Let me curb stomp you some more.
Yeah.
Hey, it's your first Christmas back in a bunch of years after being held prisoner by aliens. Yeah, let me make you feel like crap. Yeah.
You want to listen to Gloomy Sunday by Billie Holiday?
Or are you one of those blind people like Daredevil? Can you feel the colors? There you go, Lilith. You're welcome.
And then Alicia, the joy in your voice paints the most vivid picture, Susan. You can almost hear the sarcasm dripping off of her.
She's behind her, giving her the finger.
Yeah, right. It's like, you bitch. Oh, I couldn't believe that Sue said that. I wish you could experience this treat. It's like, oh my God, Sue, what the hell?
Oh no, you forgot the page before that when he's saying goodbye to the Yancy Street Gang and reunites his friend with his kid. But then the Yancy Gang's like, oh, you got a safe pass from now on through the neighborhood. And meanwhile, they put a "kick me" sign on his back.
Yes, I think that was my favorite part. Was the "kick me" sign?
And stole his wallet.
Yes, I love that.
Move out before he realized I palmed his wallet.
So good. Yeah, I loved this. This was great, and this was nice too because right around this time in Fantastic Four, we had a bunch of kind of longer, larger stories. Like right after this, we have that cool story with the wild. What was his name? Wild Heart or something.
Oh, something like that. Yeah.
Wild Blood, I think, and
with an Oculus or whatever.
And Oculus, they go to that alternate world with Oculus. It is I love that story. It's great. And before this, we had them out in space for a while.
Well, yeah, because they had to go rescue Alicia.
Right. So this was a nice little single issue diversion from those bigger stories, kind of like a little pause in between the epic adventures of the Fantastic Four as a group. But it was nice to see Doom again because I think it had been a while since we'd seen him in Fantastic Four.
I think so, yeah.
And it's always, like I said, it's always a treat to have the wonderful Tom DeFalco writing him because he just gets that dialogue so good for both Doom and Ben in this issue. It's just the dialogue was spot on, top notch.
All right, I'll do the last paragraph. We've kind of already said it, but as Ben recovers from the attack, he's joined by the Yancy Street Gang who had freed Jimmy, and they all flee the warehouse, escaping just moments before it self-destructs. Thank God Ben thought of that.
Yeah.
Soon, Jimmy is reunited with his father, who's happy to have his son home safe and sound. The Yancy Streeters grudgingly agree that they did good work with the thing, but when they leave, they secretly paste a "kick me" sign on Ben's back. Back at Four Freedoms Plaza, Johnny is finishing decorating the tree with Franklin when they are joined by Reed, Alicia, and that bitch Sue. Sue has recovered Johnny's present from the trash, and Johnny gives the gift to Alicia, wanting it to be the first item she has to begin rebuilding her life with. Suddenly, the Thing returns home, and he is in a sour mood. Not only was his favorite jacket ruined, and the Yancy Street Gang planted a sign on his back, but he realized they also stole his wallet. However, Ben's sour mood is calmed when Sue holds mistletoe over his head, and he gets a kiss from both her and Alicia. Becoming bashful, Ben wishes everyone a Merry Christmas. All right, that's it. Oh my Lord! But yeah, there's so many notes and stuff on this. Okay, What was this? January 1992, February 92. Yeah. This is kicking. All right, so this is where everyone was right before this issue. Reed, Johnny, and Sue were last seen in Slapstick number 4.
What?
Slapstick number 4.
Slapstick.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That weird character, yeah.
Yeah, I remember it, but I guess I didn't know they were in it.
Yeah, Ben was last seen in Marvel Comics Presents 105.
Okay.
And, of course, Franklin was last seen in Fantastic Four 357, like right before they left it, find Alicia.
Right.
Roberta was last seen in Deathlock number 3. That's how big the Fantastic...
Kicking ass and taking names in Deathlock.
That's how big the Fantastic Four were. There were robot receptionist was making a guest appearance.
What was she doing in Deathlock?
I don't know. Unless Deathlock was looking for the Fantastic Four's help, because guess who shows up in Deathlock number 3? Doom.
Oh, okay, yeah, all right.
Yeah, I haven't read it, but yeah, I'm assuming that's unless he goes to Four Freedoms Plaza looking for help or something.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, and a continuity error here. Ben broke his arm last issue battling Dreadface. Incidentally enough, in his appearances between that issue and this one, which were the Marvel Holiday Special 1991, Marvel Comics Presents 94, Slapstick number 4, New Warriors 24, and Marvel Comics Presents 105, Ben's arm is not broken. Although his arm is placed in a cast this issue, it's gone by next issue.
Well, those other appearances may not have been in continuity either.
Maybe, I don't know.
Like some of the Marvel Comics Presents stuff and like Marvel Fanfare and all that other, like the anthology books, I always took that to be, unless it was specifically stated in an editor's note somewhere within the story itself.
Yeah,
I always assumed that it was just you could pretty much make up your mind when and where that story took place within that character's canon.
You're not saying Slapstick wasn't rock hard continuity?
Yeah, exactly. What was Ben Grimm's doing? What was Ben Grimm doing in that issue of Slapstick without his cast on? Damn it!
Oh, look at that cover, DeFalco's Deli. I swear there's always.
Oh yeah.
I swear there's always jokes in it because like way back when Lilith and I were doing like the Spider-Man black suit, when he first got the symbiote.
Yeah.
There's an issue where I don't know. I think is it the one where he's chasing Jack-o'-lantern through New York, and there's like a. It's like the Falco sausage or something, or the Falco sausage or something. It's something.
Okay. And
like Lilith always still makes comments about the like either like the DeFalco sausage or the DeFalco bologna factory or something. I love it. I just think all the guys I don't think he asked for that. I think all the guys he works with just do that.
Oh yeah, they just did that. Yeah. And I wonder who, because on the moving truck it says Mac Ray. I wonder who that was.
Yeah, I don't know. That's oh yeah, Alicia's presence with the fan. Oh wait, no. Oh yeah, the Ben's history with the Yancy Street Gang. Because they were all mad because he moved away. Seen in The Thing #1.
Mm-hmm.
The original. Oh yeah, we should cover some of that. The Thing series.
The Thing series. Yeah, definitely.
Alicia's presence with the Fantastic Four is one with complex difficulties for both Ben and Johnny. They are. Ben used to date Alicia going back as early as Fantastic Four #9. And then the whole thing is like when they were off during the first Secret Wars, Alicia was replaced by Elijah in Fantastic Four 265, which we covered. When they returned from Secret Wars, and then 358 is when they rescued her. We covered that too. Alicia and Johnny got married in Fantastic Four 300, being him and Elijah, but. It's so weird. It's like, yes, I think it was like the normal sized issue, Fantastic Four 300.
Yeah.
Modern comics would never.
The weirdest thing I ever saw.
I know.
Yeah. So strange.
It was a weird thing. Like, I think it was close to that time, too. Like, Daredevil 200 was like Daredevil 200 was a normal size issue. It's so weird. Really? Yeah.
And they were all around the same time period, right?
They're all, I think they're all at least in the 80s. I can't remember how close they were to each other, but.
Mm-hmm.
I can't think of anything else because Avengers 300 was large. Of course, Amazing Spider-Man 300 was large. I can't think of like another example where like they were just like, it's a round number. Okay.
Yeah, it's weird.
But yeah, modern comics would never.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay. This Yancy Street Gang shows up again.
I was curious about that actually. If they returned
in the miniseries Justice for Balance.
Oh, from New Warriors?
Yeah, the Vance Astro miniseries.
Oh,
yeah.
No kidding. Yeah. I never read that, actually.
I don't think I read it either. So, so they must show up there.
Maybe we'll add that to the roster for Marvel Tales
Maybe.
At some point.
Oh, yeah, because I opened up the thing for #1. The solicit was, Vance investigates the death of a young runaway after the Yancy Street Gang is implicated in her death.
Oh, interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Very cool. Yeah, didn't Fabian write that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to read that. Yeah, I had always meant to get around to that.
Yeah, me too. Oh yeah, we should do like more New Warriors and everything around there.
Yeah, because there was the Night Thrasher series, there was the Nova series.
Oh yeah,
For a while, the New Warriors there was all kinds of stuff with that. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I like some of those Nova series, like even the one after it and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, it's good stuff.
Oh, okay. There's one I haven't read we need to get to. This will tickle your fancy. Doctor Doom makes his appearance here between Excalibur XX Crossing #1.
Oh, yes.
Oh, you've read it?
Yes, that's a one-shot.
Yeah, where he pits Excalibur against a time-displaced original team of X-Men.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's some good stuff.
Nice. Boy,
I wonder
man,
if that's on the app.
Those original X-Men, man, they've been flung all across time and space.
Time displaced.
Between that, between the Bendis stuff.
Yeah, exactly. They're probably like, what next? Where are we going to go back to now? Prehistoric Earth and team up with some dinosaurs?
There was a one-shot, what was it, last year maybe? Or the year before? Where, like, I think Phoenix or somebody, like, sent them through time or something. I don't know.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, those original X-Men have met the future several times and been mind wiped every time.
Yeah, they do have that one shot on the app as well.
Oh,
XX
nice.
Crossing. Yeah, so we can definitely cover that.
Yeah, I've never read that.
Yeah.
So yes, Doom's appearance here took place between that and Mark Spector Moon Knight 36.
Oh, that's right. Oh my god. There's a future idea for a
oh yeah,
a crossover.
Or just when you, me, and Ray get together or something.
Yes, have Ray from Into the Night, the Moon Knight podcast on.
Or hell, just, again, anytime the three of us meet, I mean, we can do whatever. If it's Scarlet Spider, it'll be a Spider Cast. We could do a One World Under Doom and just be like, hey, we're going to cover that Mark Spector.
Yeah. Yeah. I love that idea. Yeah.
That's right, kids. Ray goes either way. Anyway.
Oh, my.
And we're speaking of Ray Plays Games, the
yes.
YouTube show where he plays with his deck every time.
Yeah. Sometimes with both hands.
Because he is the Sausage King.
Sausage! It's fine having a sausage fest. The big bazooka. Whoa, that's pretty damn big.
Let's see. Following their appearances here, the Fantastic. Okay, so the after this issue, the Fantastic Four next appear. Well, Reed appears on Uncanny X-Men 286. Sue, Ben, and Johnny next appear in Death's Head 2, number 2.
Oh, nice. Death's Head. Okay.
Mm-hmm. It says Alicia next appears in Fantastic Four 265, but I'm assuming that's 365.
Yeah, it's got to be.
Yeah. And Roberta next appears in New Warriors Annual 2.
Oh, my God.
So Roberta's appearing all over the damn place.
Roberta's making all kinds of appearances in the Marvel Universe.
She's covering a lot of distance for someone with no legs.
Well, those wheels are pretty fast.
Oh, on a totally unrelated note, you know what I was thinking? Because again, kids, John Byrne January is about to take place here. Did you ever read X-Men: The Hidden Years?
Ooh, no, I didn't.
I read
Hidden Years. No,
yeah, I read most. It was I looked. It is on the app. It's 22 issues. I read most of them, but I never finished the series. It was basically John Byrne trying to fill in that gap for remember the original X-Men run went to 67 or something, then it was all reprints until Giant Size X-Men number 1.
Yeah,
that's Byrne trying to fill in that gap of this is what happened between that last issue and Giant Size X-Men number 1.
Yeah, those weird limbo years. Mm. Okay, cool.
So it's John Byrne writing and drawing the original X-Men.
When was that published?
Oh, what was it? It was either late 90s or early 2000s.
No kidding.
Yeah,
wow,
yeah.
I missed that completely.
Yeah, like I said, it was 22 issues.
Interesting. Yeah, I'd love to cover that sometime.
Yeah, either on X-Men Classics or here. Yeah, we need to do some of that.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. I was going to say, I was afraid we only had one issue. We weren't going to have enough to talk about, but we had enough to talk about.
Yeah. We filled up the whole episode. Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's the thing. There's always a lot of good... You always get your money's worth with a Tom DeFalco and Paul Bryan Fantastic Four story, because in this we get, you get some good action with Ben versus Dr. Doom, but you also get some other character stuff with Johnny talking with Franklin and the stuff with Alicia, and you just get a little bit of everything. You get the full feast, and it's always a great, entertaining read every time.
Oh yeah.
And they've aged very well over the last. Yeah, this doesn't feel like it was written 30 years ago.
Oh, I forgot about this. But the last appearance of the Yancy, this version of the Yancy Street Gang, and again, their fate's not known after this. I didn't remember. I should have guessed. Do you want to guess where their last appearance was?
Oh no! Did they get horribly murdered?
No. That's what they. No, it says after this. Yeah, they haven't been seen since, and their fate's unknown. But no. They don't get killed.
Okay.
Their fight was later interrupted by. Well, no. They run into a malfunctioning Doombot. But this isn't an issue of Fantastic Four. Would you like to try to guess where it was? I'll give you a hint. The Falco wrote it.
Spider-Girl.
Ooh, close. No. It was Thunderstrike 13.
Oh, Thunderstrike.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Falco. Yep.
Yeah, because Spider-Girl is in a different universe.
Yeah,
right?
it's kind of
it's a different,
a possible future. But
right. Okay, yeah. Thunderstrike. Which issue of that?
13.
Oh, I thought I had that one. I don't remember that.
I know. I don't remember it either. You know what? I think it might actually be like a backup story.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, because I don't know if Thunderstrike shows up to help. I think it's more like Code Blue shows up to help them.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah. Because if you, I don't know how well you remember the series, but issue 13, you'll see Thunderstrike, Luke Cage, and Bison on the cover.
Oh, yes, I do remember that one.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll have to go back and reread that. Yeah, I remember Bison.
It's been a while since I read that. I probably didn't put 2 and 2 together either. Probably.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that was the last appearance of this version of the gang.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, I think it's time for them to come back.
Yeah. Hell, I think it's time for the original Thunderstrike to come.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been long enough.
Written by Tom DeFalco and penciled by Ron Friends. Come on.
That's right. We want the Dream Team back.
That's another thing we need to do. More Thunderstrike.
Yes. Yeah, they only still have the first issue of that original series on the app. It's so funny.
God, we could fill 4 days a week on this feed just with, hey, Justin, this is the Marvel story we should do. This is the Marvel stuff we should do.
We could make them up as we go, and we'd never run out.
We could have a sub 2025. Oh, little thing. No, you're fine. No, I can't. I can't get not without my love. All right. So, anything else?
No, I think we covered it all very well. It was nice in time for the holidays as well.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, kids. So yeah, we no definitive date on the next episode of One World Under Doom, and we don't know what we're doing yet, but it will return in 2025. I promise.
Yes, we will have at least 2 or 3 more, and also if you have any requests, send them in, and we'll contemplate them in our sanctuary.
Like I said, one of those months we should just do that Moon Knight, Doctor Doom, Mark Spector Moon Knight with
let's see Frey's up for that. I'd love to do that.
I mean, I know he doesn't do as much Moon Knight anymore, and he's firmly grasping his deck, but.
Well, he is still doing the Ultimate Spider cast with us.
Yes. He'll be getting some Scarlet Spider from the 3 of us, and again, we said, well, we could even do some Wonder cast here and there, especially like if we're doing the next one. It's an evening one. Might be able to get Will in there. So yeah,
that's true. We haven't done a Spider cast in a while, Wonder cast in a while. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
because that show's gonna be coming soon too.
Is it 2025?
I think so.
Okay.
Let me look.
Well, when it's announced, we should do something.
Yeah.
With that, we should plan an episode or 2 of that.
Oh yeah.
Although I think that in the episodes that we've done on that show, I think we've pretty much exhausted all of his solo exploits.
Yeah, I mean, we could do some West Coast Avengers.
So I think it's time to start looking at the Avengers books.
Yeah.
Yeah. And even we could even do the post Heroes Reborn stuff when he is resurrected as well.
Oh yeah,
Do some of that stuff, yeah.
Is this true? It looks. I'm seeing something that says December 2025, so about a year from now.
Oh, about a year from now. Okay.
Oh, it was before that, but okay.
We'll see. But yeah, once we get an announcement, we should plan something.
Oh yeah.
I like that idea.
All right. So, yeah, everyone.
Send in your thoughts. Send in your suggestions. Send in your ideas.
Exactly. Yeah, send in your Marvel suggestions. We'll try to squeeze them in somewhere, whether it's Marvel Tales, X-Men Classics, World Under Doom, a Wondercast. But yeah, if you can tell, we're big fans of Marvel, so.
Yes. If you hadn't already guessed.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, kids. So, so send us all your thoughts, your suggestions, your questions. Email us, CapesandLunatics@gmail.com, or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And remember, you can find all things Capes and Lunatics, episodes, social media, merchandise. Get your brand new Capes and Lunatics merch, the classic Capes and Lunatics merch. And again, you think you fear doom, you ain't seen nothing unless you rain random money on us to call him that ultimate monarch, Lilith Hellfire.
Yep.
So use the Cash App link. Just give us money.
Make it rain.
Make it rain.
Again, you know what Lil says.
We need the money. Gimme.
And of course the Patreon, where again you can find exclusive, uncensored content from me and Lilith. And again, if you are a patron like Justin, you can suggest topics for us to discuss, as Justin
Absolutely, yes. We've covered 2 or 3 of my ideas already this year.
We may be doing another one, yes.
Yes, I love that.
So membership has its privileges, kids.
Indeed.
All right, so yes, you can find the Patreon and subscribe at patreon.com/CapesandLunatics. And you can find everything at tubespace.ao/Capes and Lunatics Podcast Network. That's tubespace.ao/Capes and Lunatics Podcast Network.
More vicious and brutal than ever.
All right. Now for this Justin the Owl. Again, you can hear him. Well, you can hear him whenever we do a One World Under Doom. You'll hear him. You can hear him every week on Marvel Tales or X-Men Classics right here. Whenever we do an Energon Universe, we'll hear him there. We see him popping in and out of certain shows. Like he'll be joining Lilith and I for Select Ultimate Spider-Cast this year.
Yes.
And on Capes Lunatics Sidekicks, you can catch him at least once a month on We Are the Night.
the Batman podcast.
At least
and Azrael.
At least once a month talking Azrael. Sometimes he'll pop in for other episodes that strike his fancy. Again, you'll see him popping in and out on Electric Mullet, joining me and Tyler to talk some 90s
Superman talk. Yeah.
So you're like, man, that's a busy schedule. But it gets even busier, kids.
Yes, because I can't get enough. I have even more podcasts each month.
And especially Russell's cut. Russell's loss is our gain, kids, because the less Russell podcast, the more we get him here. So it's a win for us. Got him for a picture. We got him for a 3-picture deal. See? All right. But yes, he also podcasts elsewhere. So Justin, tell them about these
That's
5
right.
shows.
Every month you can find me over at Gamma Charge talking with my pal Russell about either the Immortal Hulk or the Sensational She-Hulk. We are alternating coverage of those 2 series and having a great time with it. And we also have a Patreon, and for certain paying tiers of our Patreon membership, we are doing bonus shows where we cover DC's versions of the Hulk as well. And that's been fun.
Nice.
And over on Predator and Prey, we're joined by the High Priest of Khonshu, Ray, and Sparky to discuss some classic Predator comics published in the early 90s by Dark Horse. And over on the Lost Library of Legends, I am starting a multiple-part retrospective on an Ultraverse title from the early 90s called The Strangers.
We're going back to the 90s here, bitch. Double biscuits for me. I'm going to eat this up with a fork and spoon.
I'm so excited. I've been looking forward to doing this Ultraverse retrospective for over a year now. Yeah. So I'm so excited to finally be able to do it.
There'll be some dicks waving around in here.
It was the early 90s, so you better believe it.
Lots of body parts waving around in the 90s. Kids.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Because there was no clothes on.
Yep.
All right. The citizens of Latveria, you may now disperse and go back to your homes.
Yes.
Once again,
and obey the curfew.
Once again, our Lord and Master almost cured drug addiction for the world, but that accursed Reed Richards and his family ruined it yet again.
Yep. If it weren't for Reed Richards, Doom would have cured drug addiction.
Although this episode, you could say, I would have got away with it too if it weren't for you damn kids.
Yeah. And your little dog, too.
And your thing, too.
And your little thing, too.
Whoa.
Oh, my.
All right. Come back next time. Remember, take it easy on that arm. Don't break it. Pray.